All right, we got day 215, building a startup and documenting the entire process. I know I haven't been very good about this documentation the past few days. I'm back on the East Coast for a little bit, but we've still been cranking. So the past 2 days I went deep into platform mode and we cranked out a bunch of the features we wanted. We finished the weekly meetings, the very version 1 of it, set it live. We introduced the first version of the consolidated dashboard for managers. It's just like a checkbox where you can view all your teams. So if you have if you're a manager with a bunch of artists, you can view all the tasks for each artist. And I completely revamped the onboarding flow from past documentation. For those who remember, we were having a bunch of issues about people getting on but then not taking any action. So in this new onboarding flow, you actually have to take your first action during the flow, which seems obvious, but we didn't have that in before. So hopefully that will help actually, have people set up from the start and ideally make things more sticky and more useful. So we'll see how that goes. There's a bunch of DMs that I have to get to, so I'm just going to send the link and see. We'll kind of test the conversion to actually creating items in the platform versus what we had before, and we'll see if it helps. And then, since I've been getting excited about the direct to managers use case here, I actually created a whole new onboarding flow for specifically the managers too, because I'm starting to talk with more of them. So now when you sign up, you can choose if you're an artist or a manager, and it goes through different flows. And we also posted our very first Instagram feature today. It's called consistency files, which I'm actually stoked about. The whole idea is highlighting artists who focus on consistency, because at day-to-day, consistency we feel like is so important, and it's something we really want to help artists think about, is consistency and process-based thinking. And so I think that day-to-day brand could become really exciting, where it's almost like glamorizing the unexciting in a sense, and really highlighting artists who stay consistent, etc. And I also haven't seen it done before, so I'm kind of excited about it. So that was hype. Designed it in Canva, posted it today as a cloud post. And then biggest moment today, like in terms of this whole journey, most impact moment was I finally found a competitor who is doing something pretty similar to us. And I can't lie, it definitely provoked a pretty heart sinking moment of just like, fuck, this is very similar. Because this whole time we've been operating on the assumption that nothing else like this exists. I don't know how we haven't come across this, which I guess is kind of good. But I guess some things to talk about. As I was going deeper and deeper into the platform, it was definitely making me like my heart sink even more, because it's definitely more complex. It's more robust. It's like a solid platform, not gonna lie, doing a lot of the shit that we want to do. But after kind of recalibrating a little bit, I just went on a run, etc. I'm feeling a lot more solid about the whole thing. Like, obviously, yeah, it would be great if there was just no competitors in the space, but what are you gonna do? And sometimes there's even advice of enter spaces that have competition, because then there is it's validated in the market that this tool needs to exist. Also interesting, so they raised 4 million, I believe, in 2021. So that almost gives us like a little bit of a comp on, because we didn't really have one before. And it actually now, it kind of fires up my competitive juices a little bit. Like, this is definitely the closest competitor. So, in most industries there is competition. We are operating on the assumption that there wasn't, but now it kind of kicks us into gear a little bit more about how can we differentiate, how can we be better, all of that kind of stuff. So definitely a roller coaster of emotions, but and it's cool. Other people are working towards this, so we're not just like total idiots thinking about some random idea that doesn't need to exist. So that's cool. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on though. But overall feeling pretty solid, pretty excited. I'm gonna go back to Denver after Labor Day and really dial in. But the platform's in feeling like pretty good shape right now. I mean, the idea is to maybe continue these conversations with managers, see how this onboarding flow goes, and then maybe tease some monetization, maybe try to go live. We'll see, mid-September, start of October. So big update today. Might not see me again until after Labor Day. I'm going to be cranking though, just in terms of these updates. Follow along at the journey, and I will catch you all at some point when I see you.